the trade for Deshaun Watson is one that has people scratching their head, talking, the contract. Here is why the Browns did it. These are the first quarterbacks taken in the last 10 drafts. And this, more than anything, will tell you, you can draft a quarterback, but you just don't know. So last year it was Bryce Young. Number 2 C.J. Stroud played pretty well 2 years ago. Kenny Pickett was the first quarterback taken. Trevor Lawrence has had mixed reviews. Joe Burrow, without question, that was a no-brainer. Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Mitchell Trubisky, Jameis Winston, who's the backup here. And back to 2014, it was Blake Bortles. So, the draft process, what that tells you, once in a decade, once in the last 10 years, you have gotten a no-brainer with the number 1 overall pick, with the first quarterback who has lived up to what you thought he would be, and that's Joe Burrow. And that poor guy's been injured as much as anybody.
I'll commend the Browns for doing what they needed to do and going out and getting Deshaun Watson. You had a team that was in win-now mode. You had a team that was stacked offensively. You had a team that was built to win a championship now. And for all those people out there that are complaining about the salary cap, I just don't understand it. Like, they don't the salary cap is like the national debt now. Like, it's just this thing that scares people into being like, you know what?
And it's going up. And it's just going up. It goes up.
It just keeps going up. And then after it goes up, they just sit around and say, well, you can't kick the can down the road forever. Sure you can. These people are printing money.
Yep.
They are the ones, the government's not coming out of thin air and saying, you owners, you better stop with that salary cap. They choose to raise it arbitrarily based on the revenue that they've gotten. And they're the richest league in the universe. So for me, when I take a look at people talk about the 234, or how much David Njoku got, or Jerry Jeudy isn't worth the extension, says who? You are worth what you get. It's money. If I am the Haslams, remember this, everybody sees their mortality. The Haslams are in their late 60s. Last time I looked at it, the average life expectancy for an American male is roughly 72 to 77. So that they're looking around like, it does us no good to be rich and not reach our goals and live out to see what we can get. It's only so many trips you can take, vacations you can take, and cars you can get. At the end of the day, it's your legacy. So if it's versus the Cleveland Browns winning the championship since '64, or keeping the money so we can say financially conservative and solvent, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to overpay people. I'm going to print money. I'm going to continue to go out and get the best receivers because I'm already paying Deshaun Watson $234, and I'm going to be competitive. I'm going to be trying to be competitive as I can while I'm on this earth doing what I need to do. All the picks and all the good stuff, you got to have a quarterback. And when you go to the draft, it's a crapshoot. I laugh all the time. People will tell you, you know what, hey, we got to get our team better. We got to keep our quarterback upright. Let's go to the safest pick. Let's get an offensive tackle. Newsflash, people, tackles bust too. Newsflash, Mekhi Becton isn't any good. At the end of the day, the draft is not the land of milk and honey. You might need to augment your team some other ways. And I salute the Browns for going out and making that move.
And you know what? We did something a couple days ago. That salary that's, I think it's 200 or the 230, and it's $46 million. The $46 million isn't in the top 8 this year for quarterback pay. So that's how quickly it changes as well.